we're talking about the dimensions of the earth. What is our reality is the question. So it's an objective question. Purely objective. It has to be. It's an objective question. What's your claim? Can you offer up these substances that are part of your claim, and can you demonstrate it? You know that it has to be by way of demonstration. If it's true, if it is reality, you can demonstrate it. You cannot achieve that with the globular earth, because it is a mathematical concept supported by rhetorical gibberish and images on a TV screen. It's no scientific, it's a sophistry, a concept, but yet you're willing to believe that your actual reality is some plastic toy that sits on the desk that you can spin, appealing to your childlike intellect. Bodies of water do not take any form unless contained. They will fill the container, and the surface of a standing body of water will be a horizontal, level plane. Level meaning no deviation in the elevation from any given point that I start from. Any standing body of water will be level upon its surface, based on what I can observe and what I test for myself in the natural world. And that is valid. I am not going to throw that out because an image presented to me through a TV screen, or any other screen for that matter, contradicts that. But it does not have to get any more complicated than that. Where it gets complicated is where liars with concepts, religious doctrines start to come into the arena, the question. They start trying to sway people, make them doubt their own sanity by use of language and imagery. You don't need to get dragged into any of that. The reason that that is done is a psychological control mechanism. You can't have flat spots on a sphere. It's a geometric impossibility. The claim that the Earth's a globe with rotund, bending bodies of water existing in a medium that is a vacuum with a pressurised gaseous environment adjacent to the vacuum with no solid membrane separating the two is absurd to practical live life. Totally absurd. Lunacy. But yet you have swathes of people believing it. Why? Where is that influence coming from? Why are they gaslighting themselves to doubt their own experience of their reality? Systematic repetition through education, through media, through TV screens, newspapers, radio, passed on through generations, where it's repeated continually until it's accepted without question. Well, reality is screaming and shouting, staring you in the face. So you then have to ask the question, okay, well, why then would people actively be denying it? What is their incentive? What are they invested in? Because it's certainly not for establishing what is objectively true, real-world demonstrable fact. That's not their interest. Their interest is to maintain a cult belief. to perpetuate an agenda. But these people come with hubris, pomposity, false confidence, that false belief, because that's what it is, a false belief, an idiotic one. If you can get the human being to adopt a false foundation, the human being is blinded from the off. From there you can offer up anything, any delusions, any concepts, any narratives. And because of the bewildered state, human beings will grasp at them. Claiming they're on a delicate potato rock, zipping through the empty void with no rhyme or reason to it. That's a dead end. Spiritually, you are dead.
Gravitation is a theory, you are not spinning round on a giant blue mama greater than the speed of sound. They lied about Apollo, just look at the lunar lander. The fake moon rocks giving out, just take a fucking gander. No slander, this is real shit, they lied to the world then. Hollywood got you believing in the completely pretend, a hoax, a joke, at the expense of us all. How many countless trillions go to the cult of the ball? No money for all the problems we got right here on earth, but getting scammed for every single penny they think we're worth. Water seeks its level, and nature abhors a vacuum. Question everything you got taught in the classroom. Who cares if you're laughed at by those who lack awareness? We were all there once, try to be strong and bear it. I swear to God, the single root of human incompetence is to claim as facts another hypothetical preponderance. What do you believe? Where does this life lead? What does it mean to be alive in a dream? And not everything is something you can conceive. Take a minute to breathe and tell me, what do you believe? What do you believe? Where does this life lead? And what does it mean to be alive in a dream? And not everything is something you can conceive. Take a moment to breathe and tell me, what do you believe?
Incredulous postulates got you acting obstinate. It's monstrous, the overconfidence you have in flatulence, and blasphemous, the adamance behind your haughty arrogance. Belief is the polar opposite of true cognizance. It's perilous, believing what you want without evidence, and decadent, thinking that your eminence is heaven sent. It's evident for betterment, your time would be better spent pondering possible parallels for parables. Rather than assuming that your ass is an arable, it's terrible. Conversation has become unbearable, and soon your whole thought process will be narrable, cause every word out of your mouth is infallible. From a literal interpretation of the biblical, it's critical, and at the very minimal divisional, claiming that your miracles are anything but mythical and fictional, walking on water's not empirical. It's mystical, talking snakes are meant to be cryptical, you imbecile, it's pitiful, and bordering on criminal, episcopal, rabbinical, pontifical, subliminals, inimical, despicable, while taxing all this tittable, dominical domination of the archetypical. You hypocrites know that the book is metaphysical, but still you will claim a staff changes to a snake just as readily as Moses to the pharaoh. Dot's fake. In reality, this fallacy was known before Christ, that the snake is kundalini and the staff is your spine. Even though you know damn well oceans can't bend, you believe Jesus walked on them straight to the end. Yeah, I got a big beef with belief, let me tell ya. The lie in the middle of the words, what they tell ya. Believing's what you do when you really don't know. Lying to yourself in order to bestow truth on the things that you really can't show. stunting your thoughts so your mind can't grow. Believing's what you do when you really don't know.